taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? And he stopped immediately there. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fighting through. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
We're going to 54.
First play's a run with Nwangu.
And he's got some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34. Perfect execution on that inside handoff, and then a little will, a little brute strength to move forward after the contact.
What do we call that now in today's NFL? Heck, in today's football? Contact balance, right? That's the buzzword, the phrase you hear. A back who can absorb contact, bounce off of it, and keep moving. Just what you said. Brute strength, force of will.
The Vikings sit 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame.
2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
From the red zone now, Prescott completes it to the fullback hand.
And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Nwangu going to get it on the counter.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Vikings put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Now Cade York for the extra point.
He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season. And right now this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves. But with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Last week we saw a rarity. He was over 200 yards on the ground, and they lost. So we'll see if they can get more carries like that and win this week.
And that was interesting watching the game tape, wasn't it? Because it was hard to register while we watched him pile up that yardage and create those nice runs, that they didn't win the football game. But that doesn't mean changing what you do. Continue to feed him the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
This defense for the Vikings, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 1.
Again, it's Robinson. Gets around him. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They played extremely well last week in that win over the Packers.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass, you know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
From the gun, it's Tua. And this is caught. Touchdown. Mike Gesicki, 34 yards.
And the Falcons are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good. And looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Vikings.
Kene Nwangwu, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year.
And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So from the 17, here's 2nd and 7.
Tua sets up to pass it. Flushed out right.
And this one too low.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Tua going to throw.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Now a 2nd and 10. Robinson, he'll try the left side.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Third down and 6.
They'll run again here with Robinson. Shrugs it. There he goes, left side.
Still on his feet. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson.
64 yards.
And the Falcons are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kime Nwangwu with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Go ahead.
2nd and 7. On the counter, this is Robinson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's 3rd and 7. Now Tua. Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Tua now on 1st down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield. But fortunately, Fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Here's Tua. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 35. Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. Tua now on first down. This pass is caught by London. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Robinson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 126 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll pitch it to Robinson.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
And hang on here, we got an injured player, and that is QB Tua Tagovailoa, who's in need of some assistance. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. The quick slant caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. It's a quarterback sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
It's their quarterback with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really...
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. The York on now for the extra point.
it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They begin the drive with Robinson. And now off to the races down the right side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 149 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Andrews now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Robinson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Here's Andrews on third down.
Short throw caught by Pitts. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll look to throw again.
Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
A final shot before break. Andrews. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Here go 46.
Prescott. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Prescott from the gun. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
47.
2nd down, Prescott. And that is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They'll throw again. Prescott able to find the open man. That's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 37. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwangu. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Andrews. Caught by London.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On third down, Robinson. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So a definite surprise there. They try to fake punt, but this time it's going to blow up in their face, CD.
Yeah, it certainly has. And look, I understand what they're trying to do. They're trailing right now, probably trying to generate some momentum. But that felt like one of those go-for-broke type of a plays in a situation where I don't know that they needed to do that. They still have opportunities, and in this case, they took a chance, and it backfired.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity, right? Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Falcons grab it. Taking it right down Broadway. And this is going to be brought back. It's a scoop and score for the Falcon TD. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one, because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a one-score game.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call, because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Prescott now on second down. Completes it to the fullback hand.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Prescott on first down. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he's got this down to the 35. 18 yards the gain for number 18. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Prescott. This is caught by Addison. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Handoff right side to Wangu. Breaks through the contact. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kene Wangu. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 162 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. On second down, another shot for Robinson. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Off play action. Andrews. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Option play. Here's Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
The Falcons on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robinson. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold or did they rough the quarterback? Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Andrews throwing on first down. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
Second and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Andrews.
And this pass broken up. But a contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is caught, but the bank judge right there to say incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. A 1st down throw for Prescott.
Addison hauls it in.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
They'll run with Nwangu.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use time?
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 45 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10.
Handoff here to Nwangu.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands up.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Vikings are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Robinson with another carry. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Robinson up the middle. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Robinson on a give right side. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they got the big lead here in the 4th. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So the final seconds have